Tonight, Denver 7 investigates, listening to growing calls for accountability over Colorado's competency law. Now, one group is urging lawmakers to reevaluate this law that they say is letting violent offenders walk free.
A change passed last year now requires judges to drop charges against defendants who are found mentally unfit to stand trial. Investigative reporter Natalie Chuck has been tracking the fallout for months, including calls for change after all charges were dropped against a suspect seen on video here trying to kidnap a boy in an Aurora elementary school.
Now, a separate case in Weld County sparked national attention and criticism of Governor Polis after the release of another violent offender. And today, Natalie spent the day listening to advocates who say a petition calling for an emergency special session is picking up steam.
Pressure from the public is growing for immediate action. The message behind these thousands of signatures is clear to lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, that people want something to change and they want it done fast.
We are going to be delivering nearly 6,000 signatures from Coloradans asking our district attorneys to please stand in the gap for we the people.
Advocates, lawmakers, and victims continue demanding immediate changes to Colorado law. In front of them are thousands of papers with signatures calling for a special legislative session. Outrage sparked after a handful of accused criminals had their cases dismissed. A recent change in state law requires that judges drop charges if a defendant is found mentally unable to aid in their own defense and likely won't get better. Victims in these cases who have shared their frustrations with us before also showed up on Thursday.
I am cautiously optimistic. I'm glad that there's more momentum on it. I'm afraid every day of more cases popping up.
In 2024, I actually voted for this bill.
Republican State Senator Barbara Kirkmeyer, who is running for governor, now claims she was sold a bill of goods.
We were told that these individuals that committed these horrendous crimes would either be in a correctional facility or that they would be committed to an institution. Unfortunately, that is not what's going on with this law.
At the time that the bill was being passed, were you concerned at all that there's not going to be space for these individuals? There's not going to be facilities for them to go to?
I would say honestly, at that time, I was not aware that there was a 360 bed wait list. I don't think anybody foresaw how this law was going to be interpreted and how it was going to be implemented.
This isn't the result of one bill that got passed. It is the result of a woefully inadequate system of care.
Democratic State Senator Judy Amabile was one of the main sponsors of this bill and tells me a special session is not the answer.
We do not have adequate placements for people to go to. And if we had adequate placements for people to go to, none of this would be happening.
What do you make of the 6,000 signatures?
I think they are sending us a message loud and clear: fix this broken system.
I did ask Senator Amabile what changes we could be seeing and what new information she could give us. She did say that if and when this law is amended, there will be funding allocated to more resources for mental health in Colorado. For Denver 7 Investigates, I'm Natalie Chuck.
And Natalie will continue to follow this case. She's committed to investigating the issues that matter to Coloradans and to holding people in power accountable. If you ever have a story you want her to look into, scan that QR code on your screen to connect with her or email her, natalie.chuck@denver7.com.